There you go. Sorry about that. I'm actually speaking a few minutes ago. I thought I started the stream, but unfortunately it's not. So, yeah, maybe let's go back a bit. Ulitin ko na lang. Anyway, today is April 8, 2022. It's 10:13 a.m. Philippine time. Good morning everyone, and good afternoon and good evening to all other time zones. So, if you have some questions or short requests, then feel free to ask in the live chat. Kung gusto niyo ng Tagalog, then please let me know. Else, siguro the default will be, what's that, English. So, anyway, bear with me because sometimes you might hear other noises, people's noise, some vehicles, or maybe some other animals. Some other animals. Anyway, let me just share it a bit about what's my treat for today. Actually, I've already just entered it, I think around before 8, before the closing time of the daily candle. Let me just check if I can still change the. Yeah, I can still change it. Hmm. Yeah, there. So this one. Maybe let me just share it. Was it? Yeah, there. So it's not on the middle, but yeah. So I think that's around 7:15. I edited it a bit. Yeah, because I failed to put a top there, top word. Anyway, I entered at what's this? Can you see it? Yeah, I entered at 16.49, and then since it went within my expectation, so I adjusted my stop loss plus 10 cents from that entry price of 14.49. So the adjusted stop loss that have entered is 16.59. So whether I got stop out or my TP will be hit, at least both of it will be a gain. So anyway, why 10 cents? I think 10 cents is, I think, more than good enough already for me. So there. And yeah, I think I also shared this one in my Telegram channel. So pwede pala siya, no? I actually can change it. I just don't like to show the entire screen. Before I'm using that, now maybe let's just try to use this one and change it as it dim fit. So yeah, let's go over it near protocol. So we'll use the daily time frame. So normally my favorite time frame is actually 1 hour for most of my swing trades, and then a daily time frame. I also use weekly and monthly, but it's not as much as daily and 1 hour. I don't know. It depends on what fits you. So I think near this is actually a perpetual futures chart. So if you look at it, the point of control is actually 10.6920, or more or less it's 10.70. So how to use this visible range is that I go long when it's above the point of control, and I go short if it's below that point of control. And then same is true with the session volume. The session volume is also have that point of control, but it's on a daily basis. So like for example, yesterday, the point of control is around 15.24. So most of the transactions have happened at 15.24. And then today's point of control, which is actually moving since we still have a few more hours before the daily candle will close. So that's more or less 17.28. So when I do my swing trades, I actually have or put alert on today's or moving session volume, and of course yesterday's session volume. So, and at the same time the visible range since it got listed. But normally this is both of the alerts that I've set. So anyway, I'm looking at to retest this one, the 18.16. However, I think it will break this out, and possibly a stronger retest will happen at the all-time high, or that's the 20.66 dollars. So I'm expecting a possible double top. However, a solid breakout from here, I'm expecting more or less to trade it or to create a new all-time high at around 1.786 to 1.618 to 1.786 fib, or that's more or less 28 to 31 dollars. So I think that's it for near. So anyway, let's see. The support I'm looking at is around that, more or less this one. I'm gonna use this one. The yesterday's, yeah, wait. I'll actually use this one, that 14.92, which is actually more or less mas malaking mas malaki kasi siya dito. 1, 2, more or less 3. Pang 3 siya eh. 3 or 4. So, more or less, I'm gonna use that as support area. I want to use this one. However, yesterday it did not reach it. So, conservative note, I think I'd rather use this one. So, anyway, let's see. And then, guess this is the session volume. So, if you are swing trader like me, and there is also a possible divergence, a volume divergence. Maybe let's check on here near. Oh, did I not log out? Let me just log out. So near. It's actually ranked within I think within top 100. So it's rank 19. What? It's currently doing at 15.44. Was it true? Was it true? But the perpetual one is doing at what's that? 17.33. Hmm. What's with that difference in volume? Maybe some of the exchanges are trading it at a very low price. But if you look at the if you look at the prices, what's this? It's not that much a volume. Yeah, the low ones are not actually much. It's more or less there. It's just delayed. Sorry. So let's look at the historical data. $1.5 billion. The 24-hour volume. Yesterday was it April 4. What's the biggest volume so far, I think. So yeah, before this price action, there's already a surge last April 4, which is at $2 billion of volume. So if you look at it, I think yeah, that's the first 2 billion and then another on April 6. So do I have near? I'm actually trading the perpetual, but currently at the moment I don't have it. Yeah, let me just check on the others. Yeah, at least I think that's the first 2 billion. On the rest, yeah, it's trading at that Here's the 2 billion, the first one. Okay. So it's that doing around 10.74. Let me just check it though. 10.74. I still went below that. Okay. Sometimes you can check on the volumes itself so that at least you can also actually see the possible trend or the price action of such coins or tokens you've been looking at. So anyway, I was thinking if I'm gonna I'm gonna add some near. Oh, Shiba Inu has been on the trending tokens. So anyway, let's see. So I can actually relax a bit because I already adjusted my stop loss. But if it's not, yeah, I still will relax because I already have measured the possible risk reward ratio. Normally at least 3 risk reward ratio, I'll enter the transaction. Else, I'll just gonna wait for a better entry price. So anyway, that's it for my tokens that I've been watching. I traded today, just a few hours ago, and then yesterday I traded KNC, and then what else? Yeah, I think just KNC yesterday. It's not much because it's not a good market yesterday. I think there's so much dump, so much dump. Anyway, and then yeah, maybe blue one. I actually um that's actually my entry price yesterday, but I got stopped out plus 10 cents. What's this? The blue one. The blue. What's this? What's the name of this? The blue flag is actually the one that a possible continuation of that bullish chart or forming a bullish chart, and the one other one is ZIL. Yeah, I think it's already been holding at this area, this which is close to 618. So anyway, let's see if this is within my expectation for today. What else? And then the one with the violet, yeah, I actually been watching also this one. Waves, ApeCoin, Moonbeam, and Shiba. So since Shiba has been trending today, top three actually, GMT, Solana, and then Shiba. So let's check on it. So maybe let's. Oh wait, maybe let's have some BTC update first. I'll just share my trades today, and then let's go over to BTC. So I think this is the one that I've created a few days ago on my previous stream. But let's use the one this one. I'll just and I think this is Bitstamp, and let's use because I've been not checking the BTC chart since what? I think since the start of the year. Yeah, this is actually the previous chart I've been looking at. So let's just update it a bit. So I'll just use the weekly and possibly yeah, I did created it. So anyway, let's see. 4 and possibly 5. Anyway, let's see. Oh, so this is actually the info I or data I have encoded. I think this is last year's data, using last year's data. But yeah, I think we can still use it. So I'm still expecting that this is the lowest already, and possibly next 5. I'm still maintaining that long-term target around that $300,000. So, yun pa rin ang target ko. So, I think more or less, it depends. Possibly this, oh, why is that? So, yeah, well, since we need to update it, let me adjust it a bit because we're already at this area. So, more or less, I'll just adjust it and then, oh, so more or less more than 300,000 already since I will adjust the chart or the candles, which is it will move high. So that will possibly more or less close to 400,000. Wow. So I think it's this. So actually, Mike Novograds are also expecting 500,000 for BTC. So more or less, yeah, possibly. But I think for me, 400,000 more or less using this logarithmic chart. And I think that the 28,000 has been the low that I've been more or less to have to look at. So what else do we have to look at? So depende kasi kung paano ka mag-trade eh. Actually use the weekly so that we can see most of that. Most of the, I just deleted a bit. So that we can see most of the, what's this? I'll just delete this. Most of the candles. So more or less, if that's the case, so let's. Oh, sorry. So that 1, 2, 3. So possibly this will be the next target with that. More or less close to that 200. So anyway, let's see. Though hindi nga lang siya, ano, no? Kasi yun eh. Yun talaga eh. So anyway, let's see. It's not. And we're ready. Oh, if you look the logarithmic chart, it's still not a golden cross. But if it's a regular chart, this is actually a golden cross using that. Oh, yeah. Because we use the weekly. Oh, anyway, sorry. Let me just correct it myself. Hindi ko masyadong ginagalaw si Bitstamp kasi ito kasi yung tinitignan ko most of the time. Kaya hindi ko siya ginagalaw masyado. Parang pang long term ko kasi itong si Bitstamp eh. And then si Coinbase and the rest of the as still actually holding at that. Oh, wait. It's currently at it's currently doing below the EMA 30. So anyway, let's see if it breaks that 43,755 or more or less $43,800. So that's the immediate resistance I'm looking at. Support at wait, let me just support possibly at this one, which is 42,600 area. Breakdown to that, welcome to this 38,000. 38,000, as I've mentioned before, that's actually the point of control, I think, 1 year or year to date. So anyway, let's see. I think it seems like it's it's holding at this area. So though it's Friday, so I expect a bit of sell-off or a consolidation from this area. Wala akong masyadong na-expect kay BTC. Anyway, but yeah, my instance still at for me, I'm still maintaining that a bullish instance after the golden cross a few days ago. So on a long-term target, possibly more or less 163 using this logarithmic chart. And yeah, I think the strong support area has already been hit. More or less, that's $27,000. So I think that's the wave four, and I'm waiting for that wave five, which is more or less greater than the previous 69,000 high. So anyway, so yun lang masasabi ko for this. So meron pa bang iba? And yeah, maybe let's check on what's currently trending. So maybe the GMT, Solana, and the Shiba. So that's four only. And then yeah, if you have some chart requests, then feel free to ask. So just the first three one GMT. Let's check on the GMT. Possibly I'll be using the watching perpetuals. Let me check if I'm yeah. Tanong lang kayo pag kapag may hindi kayo maintindihan. What's that? GMT. So we'll try to use on GMT. This one. So let's start a new one. I think that's weekly. I think previously I'm looking at the point of control. However, that point of control had been uh, breakdown. Nag-breakdown siya sa point of control na 2.42 since it got listed in this exchange. So, kita nyo, kapag nag-breakdown siya doon, I think this is the one. Because I'm expecting actually a bullish daily candle here. However, it did not materialize. That's still a bullish, but it's not that as bullish as I thought. Because I really expected to at least uh, close at around 2.69, but yeah, unfortunately, there's a bit of sell-off during this day. So anyway, so on a daily chart, check na lang natin, di ba? 2.42 pa rin yung immediate resistance I'm looking at, and I'm gonna use this one. Maybe I'll use this one as my support area. Actually, I can just use this one. So I'll just use this one, 2.08, as my immediate support area. And then resistance at point of control around $2.42. So breakout to that, possibly retest to all-time high, which is 3.14. So for now, let's see how it goes. Medyo at least it's doing above today's session volume. So as long as it trade above it, I think we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. I mean higher chances or higher probability that it will retest the 2.42. So I'll just wait for a possible breakout from that. Anyway, let's see. What's how about the nothing much. Wala masyado. But let's look at the 1 hour time frame. So let's check it a bit. And let's see if there's some divergence. Wala. Same lang sila. So anyway, so check na lang natin kung kamusta naman ito. So kung i-trade ko siya, ito kasing visible range, nagbabago kasi siya depende sa date na pinili mo. Like for example, kung pipiliin mo lahat ng date, 2.42 talaga. Pero syempre kung i-adjust mo siya, like for example from 23 lang to this, medyo mag-iiba yung niya, point of control niya. Kasi syempre nabawasan yung data, di ba? Or bawas dagdag ng data. So, syempre, mag-adjust din yung point of control. So, normally, tinitignan ko kasi is the whole chart itself. And then, syempre, on the others na lang, tinitignan ko na lang si session volume. Normally, I use session volume na on my swing trades. And of course, with a combination of that divergence indicator. So, I think that will do. So, siguro kung nagbabantay ako, I should have set an alert on yesterday. So, possibly go long na ako. And then, adjust na lang if ever. So, yeah, balik na lang tayo sa daily. Uy! Yeah, near it's already 17.49. So, let's push it to that all-time high. So, ang kulit ko lang. No, it's currently doing 17.47. So, anyway, let's see if it will retest the 20.66 all-time high. So, for GMT, yeah, I think it's already, as long as it hold within this area, I think yeah, higher probability it will retest the 2.42 resistance. It will break this out and then possibly 3.14 area. So I think this is it for now. Then we'll just update it as we go along in the next few days. Diba? Yun lang naman yung pinaka-importante for now. And syempre, depende kung ano yung time frame na gamit ninyo or indicator na gamit ninyo. So maybe you could also share to us what's the indicator you've been using and how to use that. And how's the performance also. So GMT, what else is the next? Solana. I think Solana I've been looking at around 106 if I'm not mistaken. Yun yung support na tinitingnan ko. Yeah, 106 kasing naalala ko eh. So anyway, let's try to check on this. Did it reach that 106? So hindi niya na-reach sayang So sometimes it will create a new support area. So sayang hindi siya umabot ng 106. That's why it did not alarm or it did not notify me. But anyway, let's just remove all of it and let's create a new one. Though nothing much changes. So the resistance I'm still looking at, of course, the previous resistance will use that at the resistance, but 150 something is the next strong resistance I'm looking at. Of course, on conservative note, let's use this previous high around 1.40. It's almost close now. It's almost close to the 150 dollar. So that's actually the point of control since it got listed in this exchange. So almost close to 158. And then support area, supposedly 106, but we'll use the higher one as our support area, which is at this area. So pwede naman, or yeah, pwede rin naman gawin nyo siyang ganun, diba? Pwede rin naman ganun within that area. So, and then let's just put A there. So more or less 110 support area. For here, if I'm gonna trade this one, this is daily, I might possibly use the session volume. Ang kulit ko lang eh. If I have trade this one, target 143 all-time high, but I should have entered at this area, which is the 118. So, yun. Because normally I'm using this one as an alert for me to go long the yesterday and of course today's session volume. So actually on conservative note, I should have had entered at 114. More than 114 already. Diba? So yun, depende na lang kung paano kayo mag-trade. So measure nyo na lang kung pasok pa rin ba siya sa inyong risk-reward ratio. So of course, for here, I'll just use the immediate support And then adjust na lang ng stop loss. Kasi alam mo naman ang market, you don't know. So more or less, I'm gonna go long. So what else did they have? Yeah, there is actually a bullish divergence in 1 hour time frame, no? And then a hidden bear now. A hidden bear now. But supposedly you have entered at this area, no? Which is close to that $110 we've been looking at. So I've been cheering near. It's already near the all-time high. So yeah, let's push it to that price. So $20. It's not here, I think. Wait, let's check if it's on the trending stock. Not, it's not on the trending stock, but yeah. Um, well, it's just not on the trending stock. And then of course Shiba Inu. Actually, I've been looking at it. However, I don't have any position yet as of the moment. If I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at the 2,741 as point of control. So I think this is the previous analysis I've made. But yeah, I did not enter this trade yet. So anyway, let's just remove it. It's quite a bit messy. So yeah, it's still the 2741 as the point of control since it got listed here on the um, perpetual futures. So yeah, just a bit more. It's actually went above it, but it failed to hold above that 2,741 Satoshi. So anyway, let's see. I think it will possibly consolidate within this era, which is I think it's a good sign for it to create a new trend. So for this, nothing much. Wait, let's check a bit. Yeah, let me just check on the at least possibly 2 points for you to create or plot your chart. And maybe this one. And how about the rest? Maybe let's just use this one. So more or less, yeah, maybe I'll just use this one. Cause yeah, it's a week. Sometimes I did not choose the week, so it's just okay too, as long as the body is there. So anyway, let's try adjust it a bit. So that's it. And anyway, let's see. Possibly, as long as it holds, yeah, possibly will create a new all-time high. And I think there are other whales that have been accumulating this Shiba. So anyway, let's see how it goes. On conservative note, I'm looking at what's this? Yeah, it's actually at support and near that point of control. So it's just been waiting for that big, maybe big news, big news that coming. And yeah, I think on conservative note, yeah, the first this one, and then possibly maybe just I'm not good at drawing. So anyway, bear with me. So maybe that, retest that, and possibly continue to that area. So this is that all-time high already. So anyway, let's see how it goes. So yeah, I'll just wait it a bit. But it since it's already been trending, yeah. So I think it might gonna continue from here. I'll just wait for a better entry price. Yeah, I think it's already a good price. If you are a long-term holder, then accumulating below the point of control is actually good if the coins or token is fundamentally good, diba? So I think that's it. So this is my first possible retest all-time high and then possibly create a new all-time high depending on this trend. resistance, because of course this might change depending on where the candle will try to retest this trend. So it's actually a moving resistance. So anyway, let's see how it goes. Actually, last year I'm looking at 10,000, but yeah, unfortunately it did not reach that 10,000. But hopefully this year it will reach not just 10,000, but even more. Possibly times three, or if ever. So anyway, let's see uh, from what my expectation last year. So sometimes your expectations are not materialized. So yun lang guys. So kung wala na kayong tanong, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna share na lang my near and what else. So what we just discuss a bit of that KNC. I think near and then BTC and then the trending stocks. So I think that's more than good enough for today. So yeah, the trending stocks. So it's more or less five coins and tokens. So let me just check on this. Yeah. So push it a bit more. Ang kulit ko lang eh. So yun lang ang masasabi ko. So if you don't have any more questions, then I might gonna end this stream, and yeah, I'll also watch the market from here. Then possibly I'll try to stream later, or possibly tomorrow na lang, 'di ba? Kasi Saturday naman bukas. So I think that's it guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. See you again next time, and happy trading everyone. Disclaimer, trading and investing have risks, so always do your own research and trade cautiously. Bye guys. Oh, I did not edit this one. Sorry. I think this is the I just copied it from the last stream, but near is the one that actually I've been looking at for today. So anyway, sorry for that. Maybe I'll be a better. I need to double check it next time. So bye guys.